Residents from D.C., Maryland, and West Virginia came out to this rally. They moved from the Lawyers Mall over here in front of Governor Hogan's home. Hey, Morgan, it's one of the most festive nights here down in the city of Frederick for the annual Kris Kringle Parade. Now, this parade makes the holidays so special here in Frederick. And now we're going to be joined by David Gerzik, who is one of the members here for Celebrate Frederick and who organizes this event. So, David, talk a little bit about what makes this event so special for the city of Frederick.
Now, polls are open till 8 p.m., so people still have the opportunity to go out and get those last-minute votes in. Now, if we move from Emmitsburg down 15 to the town of Thurmont, well, those elections are just getting started. I did mention this investigation is ongoing. Information just came out. Now, investigators from state police, including the homicide unit, as well as state police from the crime scene and technicians and the criminal enforcement division, came out to investigate this. So I'm sure we'll have more information once it does become available. Hey, Aaron, I can tell that it's still snowing there a little bit in Hagerstown, but here in Frederick, that's kind of moved out. It turns into this wintry mix that Adam was talking about earlier. But what does that mean for the roads? Tasmin, this is an interesting case that led police to West Virginia to help piece this puzzle together.
And let's just say, regardless of the score, the people in Emmitsburg are so proud of the team and they're so excited. Aren't you guys excited?
Aaron, in recent years, we have seen an increase in people using social media to express their views and opinions. But in Frederick County, some local leaders are saying it's because of social media that is, and I quote, misleading information regarding the county's fire and rescue department. It's a scenario that every parent fears.
I believe Chris overdosed. I'm not sure if he's going to make it.
Christopher Schilt was born to Ed and Karen Schilt on April 23, 1991. Born and raised in Thurmont, he was involved in school, church, sports, and community groups.
So he was like a mentor in the community to other kids as well as young adults.
Christopher graduated from Catoctin High School before moving on to Shepherd University, where his parents say the struggle with opioid addiction began.
Once we became a little aware of those, then we started to kind of track things, if you will, to mark things and say this is different than it was before. This is not the Christopher we knew.
Christopher sought treatment for 30 days at a rehab and detox center. His parents started to learn more about addiction to help his recovery, but he later relapsed.
This was a much, much bigger task than what we were educated about.
Christopher lost his battle with addiction on June 30th, 2016. He was 25 years old.
He had a little grin on his face when we got to see him in the ER, and it was a look of peace. So that's what we hang on to.
Since Christopher's passing, his family has honored him with support groups and community involvement, which led to something bigger. With Christopher's death, it was one of two that were reported to the Thurmont Police Department in 2016. And in the following year, there are 4 related opioid deaths. And while that number might seem small to some, it is one big number to the small community.
When somebody dies, it's only 1 or 2 people away from saying, I knew that person.
With help from local officials, the Thurmont Addiction Commission was created.
We had to become much more active in trying to help, trying to reach out, trying to learn from unfortunate experiences that people had and trying to move forward and saying, let's try to help.
The commission works with 3 pillars: education and awareness, support and recovery, and prevention and outreach, with the goal of fighting addiction, a mission which Christopher's dad is a part of.
In the schools, going and bringing speakers in, talking to kids and parents and administrators and local, just regular community members. Those are the types of things he was doing already. That's one of the things we're trying to help facilitate for him.
While speaking of Chris's death doesn't get any easier, the Schilt family wants to help other families with addiction.
We're just engaging those with us to kind of join the fight.
In Thurmont, Katie Misuraca, I-270 News. Meet 5-year-old Daniel Sullivan. But his family calls him Little D. He's just like every other kid, from playing with toys to watching movies.
He's all boy. He likes action. He likes wrecking things. He likes all the little things that 5-year-old boys would like. He just can't move.
When Daniel was just 18 months old, he was diagnosed with metachromic leukodystrophy, also known as MLD. This disease is incurable and terminal.
He can't talk, can't eat, and he has a lot of medical issues, but he's still a 5-year-old boy on the inside, and he's one of the strongest people I know.
But it has not stopped little D from smiling. Daniel has already beaten the odds that doctors gave him, and he's living life to the fullest by almost completing his little D bucket list that his family started.
That makes me emotional because I think, and that kind of goes back to, you know, just what he is, like just his spirit as a whole is, as he's lost his faculties, he's still, again, just makes the best of every day and each moment.
Daniel's diagnosis has even hit home for the Frederick Police Department because his father is a firearms coordinator for the department. One sergeant is helping little D check something else off his bucket list.
Little D on the Monocacy is the first event of its kind in Frederick County. It is a canoe and kayak race on the Monocacy River.
People will have two distances to choose from, either 6-mile course or a 19.5 course. When people participate, it will help celebrate little D in a way that will carry on forever.
The members of the community feel our pain, and they're trying to do something to minimize that, and they're having a little bit of fun doing it too.
Reporting in Frederick, Katie Misuraca.